10 of 2020, a year that barely had any movies, but there was still a lot of indie movies that came out and a lot of streaming things, and I still caught a decent amount in theaters. I watched movies all the way up until March, had a humongous gap that was very sad, and then at the end of the year, movies started coming back in theaters again. So these are my top 10. No spoilers. That way, if you hear one you never heard of, you go see that. And I got a lot that you haven't heard of, and I haven't seen every movie of the year. So if I didn't mention it, I probably didn't see it. So number 10, Extraction. Remember Chris Hemsworth? Great action movie, came out beginning of the year, came out on Netflix. Should have came out in theaters. This movie has a boring plot. I don't even remember what the plot is, but the action is so kick-ass. Kick-ass action movie. And kick-ass ending to this action movie. And I love that. It was like ever since John Wick and Dredd and the Raid films, action movies, just like horror movies, the 2010s and up, they all got way better. People remembered how to film action again. And I think the catalyst, the last really bad action movie, I think Taken 3 was the one that everyone mentions. And that was like the end of it. And then action movies started getting better and better. So, Extraction. Number 9, a movie that most people didn't see, came out on Netflix, We Summon the Darkness. Really hard to talk about without spoiling, but it has Alexandra Daddario. There's a reason why there's 2 D's in her last name. Oh, there's 3 D's. Those things would be popping out of you. So, that is a very interesting, entertaining movie. It has a great twist at the end of the first act that sets everything up. And once that twist happens, this movie turns into an entirely different movie. But it's very fun, it's very entertaining, and you should go see it. It's on Netflix. Has a great title too, We Summon the Darkness. Johnny Knoxville's in it, playing something you never expect him to play. And Alexandra Daddario, great actress. You don't see her in much. She's just like the hot girl and everything, for obvious reasons, but I'd like to see her in more movies. Number 8, Come Play. Bet you never saw that movie either. Great horror movie, came out in 2020. I thought this movie was... This is an example of a director given a lackluster script, but he's a good director, and he directed the hell out of this movie. It's about Larry, a demon who's made out of sadness and depression. And I think it has a lot to do with cell phones, this movie. I think they're making a big statement against people looking at cell phones all the time. And there's a little kid actor who's playing an autistic mute kid. And I don't know if he actually is in real life, but he killed it. Bravo. Great acting. But this movie is a bad script, but directed so well that it's actually very scary. Like, I was like this watching, and it takes a lot for me to get scared in a movie, but I had a lot of moments where I was just like... And it has a lot of cliches in it, but if you do a cliche and you do it very well, then you forget it's a cliche. So, really good, scary movie. I think it was the only one in theaters when I saw it. And I had my heart pounding. So, good movie. Go see it. Number 7. If I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my list. You son of a bitch. Invisible Man. It's going to be on everybody's list. Great movie, great themes. Great themes about abuse and escaping your abuser and trauma that leads to. Taken metaphorically and literally in this movie. And I love the reason why he's invisible. It's a great reason. Great acting by Elizabeth Moss. Did I get it right? I was supposed to say Carrie Ann Moss, Trinity. But she killed it. The acting killed it. Last movie, I think it came out in March. Second to last movie that I saw. I saw The Hunt, I think, afterwards. But good movie. Yeah, on everybody's list, this movie. Rest in peace to that cinematic Universal Monsters universe that they failed spectacularly at. Hilarious. Number 6, the last movie I saw before I made this list, Run. Paraplegic Girl, Sarah Paulson. This girl is trying to escape her mother. And, wow, is it a tense movie. I called the twist in the movie before the movie even started, because I knew it was a thriller, and I was like, I wonder what the problem is. And I figured it out. It has an alternate problem that you find on the third act that I didn't see coming, but it was a phenomenally done great twist, and it's really told in the first shot of the movie. It's one of those movies that they put something there, you're assuming this is obviously this, and then it's not obviously that. And I was like, whoa, blew my mind. So, great movie. Never seen a movie like it. It's a great thriller, and you don't think it's going to be a great thriller, and then it just builds and builds, and you're like, oh my god, this girl needs some legs. This girl needs legs bad, because the shit she gets in, she needs to walk. She can't do the stuff in a wheelchair, which is what makes it so tense and amazing. The things she has to do for crawling. Number 5, Pixar movies. Always good. I never rush to see them because I'm not really into... I don't care for animation movies as much. I like anime movies, but not normal animation movies, you know. But Soul was a very uplifting movie, and surprisingly, it was more an adult movie. It wasn't about problems being a kid as it was problems being an adult. So it was like an adult film that they like processed it through Pixar to make it somewhat kid-like, but I was like, I don't think a kid is going to understand what this is talking about. This is almost just for the parents to take the kids, and the parents have a movie and do like, wow, and then they start crying, looking at their miserable lives. And the kids just like staring at the animation, just entertained by it, and has no idea what the actual theme of the movie is. But very good and very happy movie. I know I say crying, but it's a very uplifting, make you feel good movie. Number 4, made a review for this, Hunter x Hunter. Fantastic movie. Great title. This and Wolf of Snow Hollow are the same movie, just through 2 different genres. It reminds me of The Witch, Enemy in the Woods, Family Living in the Woods, and a lot of great twists and turns. Didn't think you... Like, I was predicting things that I end up getting wrong, and it has a great ending. Great. I love these fucked up endings that pop up every now and then. And wow, that ending is messed up, and it's in the greatest way. Very well done. Very well directed movie. Very, very much like The Witch to me. Just a family in the middle of the woods surrounded by the enemy, but they can't see him. Number 3, Wolf of Snow Hollow. Really just came down to entertainment-wise. Hunter x Hunter, really tense. Loved it. Wolf of Snow Hollow had me laughing so much. Jim Cummings, writer, director, and actor in the movie. I always love when you have that crazy combination of things. And he killed it. He is a great psychopathic lunatic in this movie, and he's a great is he a protagonist? Is he? Are you rooting for him? I have no idea. I would have loved any problem. I would have loved if anything happened to him. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm rooting for you, but I'm very entertained by you. Great movie with a great ending, and it's hysterical. Funniest movie to me to come out this year. Great name too, and great poster. These movies got a lot of good titled movies this year. I'm gonna go honorable mentions for a second before I get into 2 and 1. And The Hunt, last movie I saw in theaters for a long time, which was in March, and that is a controversial movie to some because of what it's about, but it really isn't. Just watch it. It's about politics and conservatives and liberals, and it's kind of making fun of them, but it's not making fun of them in a harsh way, and it hits everybody. Fun movie. The Vampires versus the Bronx, if that's the correct title. Fun movie. I thought the climax was very lazily done, but just watched this last night, and it was entertaining. Gary Sinise, is that his name? I like his character a lot in the movie. It felt like, what the hell is that 80s vampires movie? It's like Corey Feldman. God damn it. I'm going to remember as soon as I turn this off. What the fuck is it called? Who cares? And Birds of Prey, I thought it was stupid, but very entertaining. That's pretty much sums it up. Like Suicide Squad. I thought Suicide Squad was stupid, but very entertaining. Birds of Prey was pretty much the same thing. And, is that what? Yeah, that's all the honorable mentions. Top 2. Vast of Night. Best title of the year. The Vast of Night. It is a Twilight Zone episode of a movie. Greatly executed with a lot of great camera work. And this is like a Tarantino movie where it can be carried on the dialogue alone. The whole movie is just dialogue. But it sounds like it could be boring, but it is not. It is 1950s talking about UFOs. It is fascinating. It is tense. I loved every second of this movie. The Last Shot. People are going to debate whether or not they like it or not. It makes for a great debate if you like The Last Shot. I did not, because I felt like it was out of tone. Felt like something out of Fargo Season 2. But some people might. But it is a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. Went straight to Amazon. Would love to see it in theaters, but you don't really have to see it in a theater, because it's just a dialogue-driven movie, but it's a great debut movie. This is how you leave an impact. Favorite movie of the year. Love this movie, and it's called Fat Man. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw Fat Man. I wish people saw it. If it came out in a non-COVID year, I feel like everyone would be talking about it, but Mel Gibson as Santa Claus already got me in. That's how you get me in right there. And it is a movie with the most ludicrous premise played straight. It's like someone got a script and said, all right, we're doing Santa Claus, and a hitman's going to go kill him. And that sounds like a comedy, but it isn't. They play it like a drama. and has done so well. His wife, great actress, something Baptiste, but she gives a great performance. Walton Goggins is great. Mel Gibson is superb. He is a really miserable Santa Claus. Just hates how the world is, and he's dealing with real world problems. He's trying to pay his bills. He's trying to pay the elves that eat nothing but sugar cookies and cakes and never sleep. And you watch this movie, and it could almost make you believe in Santa Claus. It's like, I could see this working. He's paying bills. He has to make contracts with the military. He's just having a hard time. He's miserable. It felt so real. It was so weird to have a ludicrous script like this, a premise, play it straight, and it's done so well. It blew my mind. Like last year, my favorite movie was Ford versus Ferrari. Great movie, but no movie in 2019 really blew my mind. This movie blew my mind. It really blew my mind. I was just like, wow, that is a crazy movie. I guess Infinity or Endgame blew my mind a little bit, not really. Moments in it did in 2019. But Fat Man, I was in theaters and I was like, I cannot believe I'm loving a movie about this so much. I thought it was going to be a B-rate comedy, and I don't even like comedies. I saw it out of boredom, and I left that theater like, everybody needs to go see this movie. I told my family to go see this movie. I told my friends to go see it. No one I told saw it. Very sad. But go see Fat Man. And an amazing climax it has. A very violent, fucking crazy climax. I was like, wow. That is how you do. Fat Man, favorite movie by far this year. As soon as I saw that, I walked out and I literally said, favorite movie of the year. And it's going to be. It has to be. It beat everything by far. It beat everything by light years. A+ movie right there. So, those are my top 10. See every one of those movies. If you see one, see Fat Man. It's so goddamn good. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think of these movies.